Even single marks will decide the fate of the every institution. In some certain cases, any institution it got 3. If they get 3.01, there will be A grade. If they get 3, it will be a B grade. And even in this regard, we have to think and we have to take it as a seriously in this connection. The qualitative metrics is also very important aspect. In this regard, actually, I would like to share my views and my ideas with you with regarding to the okay. And already in the already we have discussed with regarding to the NAAC process. ICT enabled process is going on. 62-38% already I have mentioned. The same thing I have repeated here. But in connection to this, qualitative metrics, already I have mentioned 22 qualitative metrics are there among the 56. 34 goes to quantitative metrics. Everywhere you have to quantify the data. And even it should be legible. Already I told you it should be proper and in a transparent manner you have to fill the all documents. With regarding to the qualitative metrics are one of the important components of the self-study report, primarily based on the NAAC grade system it is determined. Slides are visible now. Slides are visible. Anyone can answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Qualitative metrics information, especially it elevates your institution and it boosts and it reflects the infrastructure facility or the teaching learning facility or any unique practices which you have in your institution. Even they are especially to elicit qualitative response as a standard of measurement from the higher education institutions. And anyway, the qualitative metrics, in fact, that it is an important thing. The input from the qualitative metrics using on-site peer judgment at the higher education's final NAAC grading. Already I have mentioned it. It reflects that in the peer team report. The peer team will going to focus much on the concept of qualitative metrics only. They won't worry about actually DVV, but actually they can raise the issues if there is any misrepresentation or false information if it is furnished in the DVV or in the quantitative metrics. The attention is more on this 38% is intangible factor of the metrics. Therefore, they are very critical factor in NAAC grading. Actually, we are not supposed to neglect the things and we have to move according to the parameters, NAAC parameters itself. With regarding to that NAAC preparation, the qualitative metric, the team will going to see that how actually you have furnished the details to it. But in the qualitative metrics, is not only writing 100 words. Meticulously, you have to furnish the document for that what you have written. You have to substantiate. You have to defend yourself by providing the information as well as the document for that. I'll tell you that actually what are all the documents it needed to approach the each metric in the NAAC process. A little bit of probe or self-evaluation is must. Actually, self-evaluation is a must. You cannot write as you like. You have to write what metric is expecting meticulously. Try to examine more about your college. It is curricular elements, teaching, learning, and evaluation, research, innovation, infrastructure, resource, student support, governance, policies. One thing, let me tell you, some metrics, actually, if there is a metric number 1 in the criteria 1, it focuses all the 7 criteria in some area. If you if you give a different data in a different aspect, it misleads. At the time, they will ask for query if our answer is not properly or convincing one, and there will be a punishment. That is one thing actually. The topmost task before starting right to QLM is to study each metric carefully. I think you have to carefully read that or what metric is expecting. Highlighting the keywords, actually, you have to highlight the keyword. A centered response is all that is required using proper set of keywords. Remember to cover all elements of metric in your answer. That should not be vague. That should not be misleading. Answer to point is very much required. For answer to point, you need to furnish the document. That is the one major aspect. While writing the QLM, do not forget to include the advantage gathered during the event and validate them with essential proof. Actually, I have been telling you, this digitized mode is focused much on the proof itself. Do not flunt, do not give false information. Give the best applicable, clear, sincere answer to your metric, what it is expecting. And one thing actually, all the way I've been mentioning, showcase what you have in a better manner. That is best thing. And even should be able to, your answer should be able to demonstrate with confidence to the visiting team. Convey your thoughts in a simple English without grammatical mistake. They should not be misleading or they should not be miscommunicating. Such things actually very important. Try to include relevant headings and subheadings for your solution or that for the question what it is expecting. That is the one major aspect actually. While writing the qualitative metrics, you need to focus much on this thing. Already I mentioned about clear, sincere answer, and even you have to defend yourself. You have to project yourself in a better manner. Whatever it is, you cannot create heaven within limitations. What you have to project it in a better manner. Do justice to the metric that requires supporting files as uploads. Actually, there will be a column for that. In that column, you need to upload the supporting document. Wherever actually you are approaching the qualitative metric, you have to approach that qualitative metric with appropriate and the correct document. Invariably, you are only providing to peer team that you have an exceptional practice carried out effectively. You have the choice to either upload the proof in the MB provided in the portal or external hyperlink also you can give through to your institutional website. There are two ways. Compress the document within 5 MB and you can upload it. Otherwise, if it is more information you have, you can give hyperlink to the institutional website. They will look into it. Actually, you need to update the website during the entire course of the NAAC process. Actually, it is taking place at the time. You have to focus. This point is very important. And even your answers will be checked through the plagiarism check the softwares actually. If you are having a lot of deviation or certain verbatim things, if you received or taken from other colleges, certainly it creates a problem. And don't do the things and don't do those things. ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದವ್ರು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖವನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂತ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ತೆಗೆದು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ultimate sufferers we will going to become a sufferers. Do not copy content material from any online sources. Finally, share a copy with IQAC to see if all metrics is answered. Actually, this is very important thing. NAAC is not a one-man show, as already told you. It is a collective work. It is a collective work. Everyone has to contribute. Everyone has to involve. Nivella youngsters, actually, you people are youngsters. You need to work for that. Actually, you just celebrate NAAC. That's celebrate the NAAC. Otherwise, it will going to become a problem. If you are considering it as a problem, that is a problem. If you are celebrating it, you can learn so many things. You can develop the department effectively. You can do this. These are all the minimum requisite while approaching the qualitative metric. This is about actually the general information while writing the qualitative metric. Within 500 words, you can write whatever the things you have, you project in a better manner, in a systematic manner, in a appropriate manner. And another thing, try to get the help of the English professors or the English faculty members from the point of grammatical errors. And even don't use that the repeated words, and don't you try to break the monotony and actually try to create interest in the while writing your while reading your qualitative metrics. That should create interest, and what you have actually in a systematic way, you have to project it. Even with regarding to criteria 1, we have that just in this lecture I am focusing only qualitative metric, because you people are part of it. One way or the other way, you are working or worked on these parameters. Criteria number 1, if anybody is there actually as the in charge of criteria number 1, you may be knowing that 1.1.1 QLM, qualitative metric. QLM is quantitative metric. QLM is a qualitative metric. The institution ensures effective curriculum planning and delivery through a well-planned and documented process, including academic calendar and conduct of continuous internal assessment. Here, it required 500 words description. It carries 20 weightage. If converted that into 4-point scale, 80. The documents required to approach. In the beginning of the academic year, in the beginning of the academic or the semester, principal will going to address the staff. That's a general meeting. In the very beginning itself, you should have the document for that. The principal meeting address actually has to be uploaded. That document you have to furnish. And simultaneously after that, after the principal meeting, department meeting will be taking place. It is a common process. Everybody will does this thing, this exercise. Meeting, you have to furnish in the meeting, agenda of meeting, meeting proceedings, and even action taken. This is must. It is a must. Actually, we are expecting this. When I go to the college visits, particularly, I used to check all this information. Departmental meetings, you will be having departmental meeting register as well as decision and even action taken. Academic calendar. Academic calendar is focused on the university. Sometimes actually your IQAC will going to prepare the academic calendar. That is also on par with the university calendar. Departmental action plan. It is very important. Action plan is also very important thing. You for this semester, what you are going to do, how many lectures you are going to, special lectures you are going to conduct, how many FDPs your faculty members will going to take up in the coming semester. All those things you will have to need. You plan academic plan. That is it. Common timetable of the college, departmental timetable, individual timetable, individual teaching diary, and syllabus completion report. Every department heads will have to give the letter that actually it's a prerequisite syllabus completion report and assessment and evaluation process of the university. As per that, you are conducting internal assessment examination. But actually, let me tell you, friends, try to have the internal assessment notification. You're going to have the meeting of conducting of internal assessment meeting. You keep the register, separate register for it and agenda for it, and the committee will going to decide the date and even the pattern of the internal assessment test and question paper and all those things. BOS letters of the affiliating universities. If you are appointed as a board of studies member or for autonomous college or any other thing, you just keep that record and actually give it to the criteria number 1 head or that particular that metric. Setting of a question paper. If you got an opportunity to set the question paper, there will be a letter. You keep those letters and give it to those letters to the criteria 1 member. If you are a criteria number 1, actually those who are working, you have to collect this. Design and development of the curriculum, add-on courses, certificate courses. If you done this exercise, you try to have the document and the mode of internal valuation. These are the requirement document for the 1.1.1. Next comes to the 1.3.1. The institution integrate cross-cutting issues relevant to the professional, ethics, gender, human values, environment, and sustainability transacting the curriculum. You have to write these 500 words. In this connection, actually, everybody for newcomers, it is little bit thing you have to understand this question, and you need to time is needed for you to understand. Those who are the senior faculty members are here, you might be knowing this actually, what are all the things it is incorporated or integrated with the regular curriculum. Anybody will going to that answer for this, the institution integrate cross-cutting issues? Anybody knows, actually tell me, otherwise I'll answer it. Anybody knows, actually please unmute and just tell me.
Sir, it's creating awareness regarding all these topics to the students, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are true, sir. You are true. Actually, you are right. You are right. But it is particularly in the syllabus, it comprises. How yes, tell me, sir.
There are subjects like environmental studies for the students.
Good.
We have human rights subjects for the students. So how does it being implemented in the institution, that we can write, I think, sir.
Yes, that's correct. It is correct. The thing is, actually in the total syllabus, these topics are covered. But actually, how you are going to map, that is very important thing. Mapping of these issues, professional ethics, gender issues, and even gender equity programs, even actually conducting of the activities also part of this integrating of the cross-cutting issues in the regular activities or the curriculum aspect. You have to write the 500 words. It carries 10 weightage. If you calculated that for 40, that 4-point scale, it comprises 40. And just look into that. There are 4 issues required document for environmental and sustainability. You just keep the syllabus copy of yours, highlight wherever actually the environmental issues, EVS is there as a ability enhancement course. That entire paper focuses much on the environmental and sustainability. Gender equity programs. In sociology, there is a women empowerment, women related any issues are there. It is applicable to that. In history, if there is a gender issue or the women empowerment or the women issue related, that is also part of curriculum. Human values, particularly in I'm a history man, or anybody history is there. Ashoka's humanitarian consideration, it is also considered in the human values. Many topics are covered with human values in almost all the subjects. And professional ethics is a very important thing. Almost all the subjects will be focusing much on the professional ethics aspect. This is one of the my college actually, wherever I was working earlier, I have taken this to be as one of the topic. Actually, I have made this map with the topics like this. In Hindi, Madhavi Natak is also focuses much on the gender and the environment point. Actually, in the Kannada or in any other topics, actually it focusing, it is there. It is highlighted with regarding to different subjects. And human values, Kabir's Dohas, Mira Pad, or any other topics, it's supposed to be, it is focusing, those topics you will have to highlight. And professional ethics in the Hindi, Pancha Parmeshwar of Premchand, it is focusing. In Kannada, Rangannana Kanasina Dinagadu, it is focusing on professional ethics. Such things actually you have to, in Kannada, Vachana literature is also part of values. Chomana Dudi is also focusing much on the values of life. Such things, it is a very important thing. I hope you got this. There are only two metrics are there in the criteria 1 as a qualitative metric. I hope you got it. I'll move to the next criteria. Criteria 2 is the major criteria because it contains 350 weightage. Here, there is a lot of scope for you to work and a lot of things, a lot of exercise you have to do for this. Student-centric methods such as experiential learning, participative learning, and problem-solving methodologies to enhance the learning capabilities of the student and the learning experience. Use of ICT-enabled tools. Even you people are actually that my younger colleagues are more intelligent than any other actually like me, that you people are accustomed to the digitized technology or the ICT based technology. You know that actually. Here, the required document for ICT facility in your institution. And with regarding to the this learning process, 40 weightage is there. You have to score more marks. Field visit. If you are visiting any institution, first thing actually you have to do, write a letter to them. You have a copy of the writing of letter and even their permission and the visiting date and the visiting experience diary or actually the report is very important. Seminar, conducting of classroom seminar, attending of the seminar is also very important. Exhibitions, internship training program, research project, minor research or the student research project or action research, whatever it is. Study tour, industrial visit, village survey, hands-on training program, quiz. These are all actually gives the students as a hands-on or that experiential learning with regarding to this one. And even in this second aspect, actually assignment, Google Classroom, conducting of the Google Classrooms or any digital platforms, all these things are actually considered are to be, are it used, or it inculcates that actually, or it gives the lot more exposure to the students in connection to the experiential learning. And even WhatsApp groups also, links, sharing of the links of the video lectures or the video sharing of the e-content and the recorded lectures, group discussion, projects, group projects, research project, any other. Even wall magazine is also gives the experience to the different kind of experience to the student. Those things you have to highlight in the while approaching this or while writing this metric. For this metric, actually, you need to do a lot more exercise. Whatever the things you have to give that. And even outcome is also very important thing. And even method of mechanism of internal and external assessment and how the institution is a robust mechanism, transparent and robust mechanism for grievance redressal mechanism. It is very important. And how the time-bounded grievances are addressed time-boundly. These things you have to write for with regarding to examination. Here, you have to create an awareness about the summative and formative kind of assessment. That everyone will be having the internal assessment, even in earlier NEP 60/40 was there. Now in the SEP in state, Karnataka state is a that that actually a lot more changes have been taken place. It differs from state to state and university to university, but there is a internal and external evaluation both. Here, this this chart shows with regarding to that how the examination process is taking place. The college examination committee will totally focuses on the internal evaluation, and even the college will going to prepare the calendar of the academic calendar of the university. Examination related circulars, it is coming out from the universities, or universities are also going to issue the examination related art circulars. College will also going to introduce or issue the circulars to conduct the internal examination. College logins for various exam online process ordinances. The internal assessment, particularly different patterns that university will going to introduce in a different sense. Just it is only a the earlier one of the colleges actually done this kind of exercise. Just I am focusing. Don't feel that actually it is common to everywhere. It depends from the college to college, university to university, or institutions to institution. Here in the internal examination notice, timetable, question paper, and even examination related supervision work and evaluation process. Some colleges will be conduct the internal examination as per the schedule itself. They are going to have the schedule. And even sometimes actually they used to conduct the examination to entire college, or it is left to the discretion of the principal and the department heads. They used to conduct the test internally or department wise. There is a possibility. Tests are also there. Even tutorial classes are also conducted in the department level to assess the student capability. Seminar, group discussion, viva, OC in the internal assessment, home assignment, open book test, surprise test, projects and practicals. You will award the marks as per that one. Here colleges will be having their own mechanism with on par with the university system. The external examination, it focuses the question paper will set by the board of examiners. In the board of examination will be the part of the particularly university, the college teachers will be the part of that one. The chairman would be the college faculty will be the senior faculty will going to become the BOE chairman. The remaining will be the members of the BOE. They will set the question paper and they will look into the examination matters. Next comes to the outcome-based education, student performance and learning outcomes. It focuses much on the 90 weightage is there for this. Program outcome, course outcome, program specific outcome, program education outcomes. These are all the major things. Dear friends, we all know that actually in the beginning of the academic session, we are going to introduce the students towards our curriculum or that course of that particular semester. Course outcome means after completion of that course, what the students will earn and what they will going to learn, that is the course outcome. If any student after reading this paper or this course, you will be eligible to or equipped with certain outcomes, attributes. That is very important. Here ultimately we used to call this to be as an outcome-based education. Outcome-based education. Here, let me differentiate. Course means paper. Program means BA, BCom, BSc, DCA. That is program. Here, course outcome. Another point, program specific outcome. If there is a 3 subjects combination, history, economics, political science, or physics, chemistry, maths. In among the 3, ultimate outcome, the specific outcome means in chemistry or in physics, in mathematics or in history, economics or political science, what he earned or he learned. Ultimately, as a whole, how actually that outcome, as nowadays, everything is outcome based. Everything has to be focused, but don't forget this. Meticulously, you have to approach the outcome based or the outcome aspect. I already have discussed about the course outcome, program outcome. Programs mean BSc, BCom, BCA, BA, whatever it is. Course outcome, course means paper. This is very important thing actually you have to learn. Program education outcome, it is totally in total what the student got. That is most important thing. 25 weightage is there. If you are calculated that into 4-point scale, 100 will be there. Don't miss this mark. If you are missing, your weightage will going down. It is my personal this thing. Another thing, program and course outcome. Program outcome and course outcomes are the very important thing in the outcome-based education. Already I told you formative assessment and summative assessment. And how you are asking the question and how you are framing the question, that also matters here. The CO, PO has to be matched. But only that in our general education, it seems to be new for us. For education, they have been doing from the past for long years. Actually, the majority of the engineering colleges are doing excellently the program and course outcome and program outcome. They have mapped properly the course outcome and the program outcomes. But the course outcome number 1 supposed to be matches for the program outcome 3. You have to map in a proper manner. It is a separate kind of that exercise you have to do. You need to do it actually in asking the question, W type of question, analysis, or narrating. All things are matters actually while framing the question, while answering, and while expecting the answer from the student. It depends. And even for this exercise, you need to upload the documents that how the exercise is 40, total 45 weightage is there for this 2 methods, POCO and attainment of POCO. It is important. These are the major points in connection to qualitative metrics in this criteria number 2. Criteria number 2 is very important in getting very good marks. Anyway, let me take up criteria number 3. In the criteria number 3, here 3.1, institution has created an ecosystem for innovations, Indian knowledge system, including awareness about IR, establishment of IPR cell, incubation center, other initiatives for the creation of transfer of knowledge, technology, and the outcomes of the same are evident. You have to write answer for within 500 words for this. Here, different titles are there. Ecosystem for innovation, that is 1 point. Second is Indian knowledge system. It is a new arena for us. But earlier, some subjects did this, imparted this education. But the UGC has made mandatory. Indian knowledge system has to be incorporated in the syllabus. Indian knowledge system. Nowadays, in the forthcoming or in the next years, we have to incorporate in the Indian knowledge system in our curriculum. That will be the need of the hour as per the UGC direction. IPR, intellectual property idea cell, is also very much needed to establish in the incubation center. Incubation, it means actually you have to create an ambience for the research. And even transfer of knowledge is also another domain. Technology and the outcomes, these things. Let me take up that ecosystem means actually every college will be having their own limitations as well as positive and negative aspects both. But the thing is, every college should develop this innovation, the startup cell, innovation cell, or IPR cell, whatever it is you have within your limitations, you have to move forward. You create IPR cell, intellectual property rights cell, you arrange the lectures and create an awareness about the patent, trademark, and actually how the inventions will be the inventors will try to get the patent for their inventions. And even IKS system. Anybody is knowing idea or having idea about IKS system, Indian knowledge system? Anybody? Anyone can answer. Please. So don't feel that actually
Yes.
try to actually I'm checking. But I'm also a faculty like you. Don't get hesitation and just share your knowledge with regarding to the question.
Sir, I have attended one of the session in Indian knowledge system.
Yes.
Where I got to know that how to preserve certain data, which could be authentic enough, could be literature or could be ideas that needs to be preserved, documented, basically. So that one of the session of Indian knowledge system was this, sir.
Madam, actually, let me add some points to you. Indian knowledge system, actually, what ancient India did wonderful things in ancient science, or the knowledge system, how actually it carried from mouth to mouth there and through document. And those things are incorporated in the syllabus. For example, if you are a engineering, structural engineering graduate, you need to look into the structures of the ancient Indian temple and ancient Indian architecture, and all those things that is incorporated, that has to be incorporated into the modern system of knowledge. For example, Ayurveda, naturopathy, or even those things has to be incorporated into the syllabus, madam. That is the thing. Every subject we now actually in the this 25-26 academic year, maybe universities will have to incorporate this one in the syllabus. In my college, we have introduced for 5 years back itself, Indian culture, Indian science and ancient Indian science and technology, that paper as a certificate courses. Such things actually you need to incorporate, and it is not that you have a limited scope in the affiliated college, but you can start the certificate courses in your domain, within 30 hours. That is very important thing. With regarding to incubation, actually, all the colleges will not be having this facility, but within the limitations, you can do this thing. For commerce people, they can have the startup cells. And even science, actually, those who are having botany department, they can start that vermicomposting. And even some kind of innovative ideas, they can incorporate into their syllabus. But the thing is, actually, you need to create an ambience for the students to have the research ability, or to express their, or to develop the research temperament among themselves. Okay. Here, list of patents, if you got, and if you do not have, forget about. List of research students. Some colleges have got a research center. Some of you might become the research guides. Actually, if how many research students you have, making of the LED bulbs, mushrooming cultivation, or even that vermicomposting. These are all important things in Maharashtra. Aviskar student research project is also considered as one of the innovative way science association program, or any innovative programs supposed to be, if you are conducting in your department, that is enough. But the thing is, you have to project it, you have to showcase in a proper manner. Some colleges will be having research centers. Here actually you have to furnish the document with regarding to the recognition of research centers and the research scholars and the number of papers published, and the list of seed money projects. Actually, for government colleges, it is difficulty. But some of the private colleges will going to give the seed money to the research scholars. In Tamil Nadu, in some of the colleges, they used to give the 30, 50,000 or 75,000 rupees or up to 5 lakh for the conducting of research in their department. For the faculty, they used to give that amount to faculty members to do or to take up the research projects. Even actually some colleges are doing excellent this one. Avishkar, I told you, actually it is a part of Maharashtra. Entire Maharashtra, they will conduct the Avishkar competition. In this Avishkar competition, students will bring their projects, and that scientific temperament actually it nurtured, inculcated in their study time itself. That is the one of the major aspects. Here, PhD, if anybody is there awarded PhD, poster presentation is also very important. Recognition, list of research guides, Avishkar competition, hands-on training program, even Mimamsa competition is also taking place in one of the state, and even plant of the day is also every day. Actually, in some colleges, they will be having different kind of activities. These different kind of activities will going to create that uniqueness and even innovative concept, and students will come with different ideas every day. That is called actually that innovation ecosystem. It is provided in the college. I hope you got that point. Next comes to the 3.4.1 with regarding to the extension activities, outcomes of the extension activities in neighborhood. And sorry, I forgot to say that in 3.2.1, you are all young lecturers, young teachers, young faculty of the institution. You try to take up the task of doing the extension work in the locality or in the as a social service, or transferring of your knowledge. Go to the schools, deliver a lecture, get the letter from them, and get the thanking letter or that attendance certificate for them. That also counts as a transfer of knowledge. If your knowledge is transferred to somebody, it is helping the social cause. That is also a very important thing. That this is called extension activity. Not only lecture. If you are involving in NSS, NCC, or Scouts and Guides, or any other thing, try to have the documents. Try to actually, let me tell you, dear friends, you are all working with different committees. Try to get that the copies of the order copies from your institution, or you type the wherever actually in which committee you are working, get the signature of the principal and keep it with your file. It is helpful for your CAS career advancement as well as for the NAAC purpose. It is my sincere advice to you. Actually, you are all new to that. Actually, whatever the things you have, you just keep a separate file and keep all records ready. And even it is helpful for you for your career advancement, or on-site, in the on-site visit, they will going to, we will going to check all those things. This metric is got 15 weightage. Here, social outreach program, it means social community oriented planting of saplings, or community oriented service, particularly NSS, NCC, YR, Youth Red Cross, Scouts and Guides. Outreach programs we are going to have. Sports. In one of the colleges in Mumbai city, they used to conduct sports for the old age people. That has become a unique practice in them, and they have shown that as a best practice. Cultural activities, gender equity programs, or any societal programs if you are conducting, that is very important thing. Extension activities got more weightage. If you can score 4 out of 4 for the full marks. If you are getting full mark, it certainly increases or boosts your score in the assessment. Research, innovations, and extension. Already I told you. Awards, recognition received for the extension activities from the government recognized bodies. If you are doing excellent work in NSS, anybody is NSS officer, take it as a pleasurely and even work for that and he will be rewarded and awarded. If you are getting an award from the any recognized body, certainly it elevates your position as well as the institutional positions. In some of the states, or even in Karnataka, in other states, they got a national awards. They have received the awards from the President of India. This gives you more weightage to your institution. The weightage is 5 years. Don't neglect the 5. If you are going for NSS camp, try to get the appreciation letter from the local bodies or the government organizations. You can use that document while uploading the supporting document as for the awards and recognitions to your institution or individuals, or if any student excellent in the camp or anything, supposed to be got a good appreciation from the community, you just upload and highlight those things in your SSR. Next comes to the criteria. This criteria focuses on infrastructure aspects, infrastructure and learning resource, what you have in your institution. The key indicator number 4.1 is the physical facility. Physical facilities, every college will be having minimum prerequisite or that it is a mandatory. Institution has adequate infrastructure and other facilities. Here have divided into 2, or even they also focus much on the teaching learning. In the teaching learning process, classrooms, laboratories, computing equipment. In the ICT enabled system, smart classrooms, LMS system, even internet facility, other facilities, what you have, all those things you have to furnish the document. Facilities for cultural sports activities, yoga center, indoor, outdoor facility, gymnasium, auditorium, anything other than that, actually, anything you have to highlight. There is a 20 weightage for it. 20 weightage. How actually you have provided civic amenities, basic facilities to students. You have to give that geotag photos, highlight, upload the geotag photos, as well as the information with regarding to that one. Even if you provided the tactile path or the braille boards for the blind, actually it is a fantastic, you will going to get. Actually, in the criteria number 4 also, it focuses in criteria 7 also, it focuses. I think I told you there will be a interlink with the metrics. Here, required document. The total area of the land of the college area, built up area record, number of classroom, ICT facilities, what kind of ICT facilities you have to give. Gymnasium, sports, cultural, yoga, how many laboratories you have. Actually, you have to give in numbers, as well as the speciality also you have to develop. In Mumbai, Maharashtra, they established a research laboratory. They have invested crores together money. That college belongs to one of the important business magnates of the Mumbai city. They established, they invested crores together money for the lab itself. Laboratory, student support service, what kind of student support service you have provided in the college, that you have to appreciate, that you have to highlight in a proper manner. Other facilities, particularly ramp facility, the lift, or any other facility. And specifically, facility for differently abled, Divyangan facility, what kind of you have, supposed to be provided the wheelchair, ramp, or even disabled friendly washrooms and disabled friendly softwares, disabled friendly library facility. All these things you have to list of the instruments you have in the department, that you have to appreciate, you have to highlight these things. All the colleges will not be having common facility, common things. Some colleges will be having extraordinary facilities. With minimum facility, you have just to project it, highlight it in a proper manner, and even how actually your college has provided the facilities for them. That also you can highlight those things in the qualitative metrics. that thing. These are all the major point. Next comes to the, I hope you got it. Next comes to the library 4.2.1. Anybody is there from the library? Are there any librarian is here? Any librarian is attending the course? Okay. This metric is got 20 weightage. Libraries automated with the digital facilities using integrated ILMS, integrated library management system. Adequate subscription of e-resource and journals are made. The library is optimal used by the faculty and student. It is very important aspect. Dear friends, let me tell you one thing. Daily you go to the library, put the signature, whether whatever it might be the method, whether the library is having the barcode system, sorry, that digitized method of actually biometric system or the written signature, you put the signature and go to the daily library. 40 hours you have to show that per week actually 16 hours is teaching. For science 20 hours is a must. But for theory 16 hours you have to teach. Remaining hours you will have to engage one way or the other way. For also for that actually it is easy for you to show that actually how many hours you spend in the library, what kind of books you use. But next comes to that actually what kind of library software it is used by, that the library e-Granthalaya or Koha or any other whether it is a paid or free version, whether the library is fully automated or partially implemented. The partially implemented, those things you have to highlight separately. And another thing, every college will be the member of Implement. Through Implement, you can access to the as many as journals you want, as many as books you wanted to access. Nearly 50,000 books actually you can access through the Implement. That every college will going to get the membership, and actually already they have become members. Every year they have to pay the 5,000 rupees for enlist. Enlist, through enlist you can access to the library. Or even another thing actually, we used to give, have you provided any remote access? Yes, actually many libraries have provided the remote access. They have created the account for you in the enlist. You can access the enlist or that Implement from your home itself. Wherever actually you sit, you can access the library. That kind of facilities are provided to the student as well as faculty in many colleges in India. Wherever actually, whenever we visited, actually we used to look into this information. Please note this, and my sincere advice to you, please go to the library every day, put signature and try to use the book, that actually the reference material, read that actually. You are it seems to be you are all new actually. If you are started to work effectively in future days, you will be certainly benefited in terms of research grant or in terms of your recognition, or certainly it increases your that improves your CV also. Library as a resource center. Yeah, of course, actually, I do agree. ILMS library budget, actually, the colleges will going to have the library budget allocation, and the mechanism of library allocation is very important. Subscription of the resources, per day usage of library. Footfalls, it is very important thing. Sometimes randomly they used to ask on this day, 2024, October 24, how many students, how many faculty members they visited library. That documents they used to ask. And even all the things are very important with regarding to, you have to maintain and you have to upload all the documents with regarding to that what metrics is expecting. Next is the key indicator number 4.3.1. Institution frequently updates its IT facilities and provides sufficient bandwidth of internet. Describe IT facility including Wi-Fi, date, nature of updating, available internet bandwidth within 500 words. Actually, you have to write 20 weightages there. Even if you are crossing 100 Mbps bandwidth of internet, you will get full marks for that, 4 out of 4. If you are having below that, actually 3, 2, 1 like that, you will going to have. IT integration, that information technology upgradation, purchasing software, updating, and even updating the system, and with regarding to updating or any improvement is taking place in the IT, you need to have that. If supposed to be, if you made an agreement, MOU, or that AMC, annual maintenance contract, all those documents you need to furnish that. Actually, frequently, almost all the colleges will do this exercise. IT infrastructure will be, there is a 30 weightage is there totally for this metric. 4.3.1 is carries 10 weightage. And here, internet bandwidth bills, stock register with regarding to your purchase of your software, purchase of your system, purchase any computer related items supposed to be, if you purchased, actually it has to be taken into account, and it has to be written or documented in the stock register, computer stock register, IT infrastructure bills. It is a very important thing. And even AMC, annual maintenance contract, is very important thing. It is very important thing. Next goes to the criteria number 5. In this criteria, only one metric is there. Remaining metrics are the qualitative metrics. This quantitative metric, their scholarship is also, it comes, and even student related activities that students are aspiring to go for higher studies. All these things are important aspect as a quantitative metric. Here, majority of the colleges will not be having alumni association is a mandatory. Not only having alumni association, by having the alumni association, along with that, actually, activities must be conducted. That already I told you, the meeting notice, and even action taken, and even proceedings of the things are very important aspect in connection to this registration of anybody is having registered alumni. It is a fantastic, we're going to get full marks, but full marks actually for that 10 weightage is there. In the 10 weightages, if your alumni, you only blindly doing alumni association work, is you will get 1. If you are having activities in a proper manner without having registered alumni, you will get 2. With registered alumni, you are conducting all kind of activities, you will get 3. If you are uniquely doing, if you are using the alumni, or effectively they involves it, you will get full 4 marks. It is that my mode of assessment of in this for this metric. Alumni meetings records, alumni contribution. Alumni contribution is also most important thing. Many of the colleges will be having strong alumni network, strong alumni. They used to construct conduct the programs frequently. They used to help the institution by cash and kind. They used to have the classes. They used to involve themselves in the different activities of the institution. All these things are very important thing with regarding to alumni activities. This is the only metric it is there in the criteria number 5. Anybody is working for criteria number 5, just focus on this point, as I said. Now, let me take up the criteria number 6 with regarding to that. Institutional governance and leadership are in accordance with the vision, mission of the institution, and it is visible in various institutional practice, such as NAP implementation, sustained institutional growth, decentralization, participation in the institutional governance, and in their short-term, long-term institutional perspective plan. Here, first thing, actually, let me tell you, vision, mission, implementation of NEP, sustainable growth of the institution, decentralization, participation of the institution in different activities, and even institutional governance and perspective, short term and long term. It carries 15 weightage. For this thing, you need to focus much on the vision, objectives, vision, mission, objectives of the institution first. Dear friends, every institutions will going to have its own vision. To carry forward the vision, you need to have a mission. Objectives is also very important. Every college will be having governing council or the governing body or managing council. IKC committee is also mandatory. IKC, already I told you, it plays a pivotal role or the main role. Administrative and academic committees are part of the carry forward the vision and vision objectives and even the effective management of the institution. Perspective plan. Actually, there are two kinds of things, short term and long term. Short term means next year or next 5 years, what you are going to have, the plan. Long term means in another 25 years or another 30 years or another 50 years, what your institution would be, or how you are going to carry forward your institution next level. That is important thing. And the CDC meeting. In many of the government colleges will be having CDC, College Development Committee. In private colleges, there will be a governing council. The governing council meeting proceedings, every institution minimum as per the CDC rules, College Development Council rules, you need to have minimum 2 governing council meetings. And organogram of the institution, it is a must. IKC meeting proceedings, appointment orders of the faculty and teaching and non-teaching staff. These are all the documents which is required for this metric. And here, this is the 6.1. Here you have to appreciate the major things, particularly long-term and short-term goals, perspective plan and strategic plan you have to prepare. Next one is the 6.2.1. Institutional perspective plan is effectively deployed. Function of the institutional bodies is effective, efficient, as visible from the policies and administrative setup, appointment, service rules and procedures. Here you have to write 500 within 500 words. 8 weightage is there. And one thing actually with regarding to that governing body document, managing council or administrative and academic committees, UGC regulation, perspective plan of the college is very important thing. And another point with regarding to the plan, already I told you, another 5 years you are going to start the how many pages, how many short-term programs, and how you are going to improve the quality, how you are going to improve the standard of the institution, that you can write. If you are writing 10, if you are approaching, or if you are completing 2, doesn't matter. We have constraints. We have constraints, financial constraints, procedures, administrative constraints we have. But having the idea of more plans, it is not wrong. But we have to try to incorporate, and we have to try to improve the things in the college or in the institution. Here, UGC regulations, we are abide by the 3 rules. One is we have to abide by the rules and regulations of the state government. Abide by the Higher Education Council. Higher Education Council is on par with government, it is doing. And then by the university and UGC. Or nowadays, actually, those who are having BBA and BCA, you are abide by the rules and regulations of the AICTE. All these things actually you have to look into it, look into the matters. But with regarding to the appointment orders, orders are that efficient and effective administrative setup, different committees you are going to set up in the college. For example, IQAC committee, timetable committee, different type of committees are constituted by the principal, even a CST committee or even alumni committee, different kind, to carry forward the administration in the smooth and effective manner itself. For that reason, many colleges will be having the different bodies, particularly student council All these things are part of the effective carry of the administration by the institution. All these things are, all these committees or councils are helping the principal to carry forward the administration in effective manner from top to bottom. There is a decentralization of power, delegation of powers from principal will going to delegate certain powers to HODs, HODs will going to delegate certain powers to the faculty members as well as the non-teaching staff, and they used to work according to the job chart. The non-teaching staff will going to work as per the non-teaching staff. And another point, effective appointment procedures. Every government will be having its own effective appointment rules, regulations. Private management is also having their own rules and regulations, and service rules as per according to the rules and regulations of the state government. UGC regulation is a common, but the state government rules and regulations is different. In, for example, retirement age, it is differ from one state to another. Some states will be having for UG professors 60. Some states will be having 62. Central universities will faculty members will get retired at the age of 65. State university or any other university, they will get retired at the age of 60. But some status actually having 60. These are all, it depends upon the procedures of the particular state. I hope you got this plan, institutional perspective plan, and deployment of the that perspective plan. It has to be uploaded in the system. And even appointment orders, they have to keep appointment orders, even their service particulars, everything by the college itself. Next, let me take up performance appraisal system. Actually, those who have that recently appointed, it is a different scenario. After to get the AGP, you need to go for CAS, career advancement schemes. For actually first promotion, you need to attend one FIP, faculty improvement program, and one refresher course is a man. After completion of 6 years, or those who have got PhD and other things, there will be a separate parameters are there. Career advancement is also there. How actually the appraisal system it is effective as per the government colleges will form the committees, the screening committees to assess the performance of the faculty member, and even finally the education department will going to declare their as per their CAS achievement, career advancement scheme achievement, they will be rewarded with the incentives they will going to get. Avenues actually, avenues, it means how the college made effort to improve the standard, and actually how the colleges are providing opportunity to staff members to attend the FDPs, seminars, conferences, as well as these kind of programs. All these things are very important. Some colleges will be providing financial aid to the faculty members to attend the different various FDPs and other programs. And another point, advance against to the payment, faculty empowerment things with regarding to 6.3.1. Here, some colleges will be advancing the loans, festival loans and other things. The facilities, the leave facility, you have got a casual leave, EL and paternity leave, all these things, and extraordinary leave, and even OD facility. And some colleges will be, government colleges will be having medical reimbursement facility, CAS promotion, group insurance, self-appraisal forms, and staff welfare measures. It is taken, supposed to be how the college has taken the staff welfare measures in their institution. That is the most important thing. Next, financial management of the, how actually the resource is mobilized through scholarships, through fees, and from the grants received from the government, even grant received from the non-government agencies, particularly DST. For you can apply for the research proposal or the seminar grant from the social science, ICSSR, Indian Council of Social Science Research, DST, and other agency. Actually, how you are getting the fund, that is most important, how you are mobilizing the fund and how you are utilizing that fund, mechanism of utilizing fund, you have to substantiate, you have to defend, and the how actually the audits are conducted, internal audit and external audit, how frequently audit is conducted, that you have to furnish the details. And we will look into the audit budget, income and expenditure of the institution, and even sometimes actually we used to check the payroll and even attendance and other related matters relating to facilities. This is about the next metric is focusing IQAC, internal quality assurance. How IQAC has contributed significantly institutionalizing the quality assurance, strategies for the quality improvement, and even the things, it is very important, structure of the IQAC and teaching learning process, and even outcome based education and periodic intervals and the that incremental growth, everything it is assessed or involves by the IQAC. Here, the IQAC has to prepare the year plan as well as the academic calendar, and even IQAC has to take up the task of uh, feedback, getting feedback, analysis of the feedback, and even action taken, and it has to be hosted in the website of the institution. Dear friends, actually, I hope you got the criteria number 6. Criteria number 7, it focuses, the 50 weightage is there for institutional values and social responsibilities. You have more scope. Some institution, in one of the institution which I was working, we got 100 out of 100. But we did a lot more exercise on this point. Here, more qualitative metrics are there. That is the one advantage for you. Institution has initiated gender audit measures for the promotion of gender equity during the last 5 years. Actually, from past 5 years, what are all the things you have done with regarding to gender equity program, gender audit? Gender audit is a must, and even actually if there is a co-education, it is easy for you. Gender equity program, gender sensitization program, and how that curriculum, it is mapped to the gender issues, that how the institutions will be having the curriculum very relating to gender. It is very important aspect. And women facilities, it is provided to women, it is very important. It carries 500 words here. Promotion of gender equity programs, that is one thing. Gender sensitization action plan, every institution should have the action plan. Syllabus containing gender, actually you try to map the syllabus, that is the map, and even in the subject wise or the course wise, that gender issue, how it is focused. And participation of girls in various activities, particularly different activities of women, celebration of the women activities related to women, activities related to women, that also you should have the reports of gender equity promotion programs, uh, even health related program or personality development program, or even celebration of Women's Day, International Women's Day, or a single girl child, or dowry, against to the dowry. All those things are actually important aspects. Short term, some colleges have started courses for the women empowerment. Some colleges which started self-defense courses for girls. All these things are considered as a unique practice. Gender equity in regular practice, it is a occasionally conducting program, and gender equity programs conducted regularly. That is also very important thing. Next, describe the institutional efforts, initiatives promoting inclusive environment, tolerance, harmony towards cultural, regional, linguistic, communal, social, socioeconomic diversity, sensitizing the students and employers to the constitution obligation, values, rights, duties, and responsibilities. It is very important thing. Here, institutional efforts in the to create inclusive environment. Inclusive means actually including everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, sex. Everything is very important thing. Organizing the events relating to the constitutional ideas, organizing cultural event, festivals, celebration of birth and death anniversaries, Constitution Day, Rashtrabhasha Divas, Matrubhasha Divas, traditional day, ethnic day, everything is a part of the institution values and best practices. I think many of you will be doing this thing, this exercise, but try to document the things in a proper manner. Celebration of commemorative days. For example, January 12th is the National Youth Day. January 26th is the Republic Day. August 15th is the Independence Day. Like such days, we have been observing these days. And blood donation and even planting the saplings. All these things are community oriented and social responsibility. Many things are there. Some students will go to the old age homes and even destitute homes, and they used to serve for them, arranging lectures and addressing the events relating to issues Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and even female ferticide, or even that harassment relating to women. All those things also, the social inclusive ideas is very important, and those things you have been conducting the activities. Try to document it in an effective manner. It is easy for you to score more marks. And in regarding to best practice of the institution, it carries 30 weightage. Two best practice you have to highlight. Two best practice you have to highlight. And the two best practice, that is you try to go to the website, you will get plenty of best practice, but don't copy the best practice of other college to your college. It won't suit you. Try to have the discussion with your faculty members. Try to discuss with the authorities. Whatever feasible for you for to have a best practice, those best practice you can institute. But in the best practice, there are two best practice will be having weightage of 30. If you calculated that into 4-point scale, 120 weightage will be there. For that, actually, in the best practice, title of the best practice is very important. Some colleges will have taken NCC as a best practice, because actually more number of students were took part in the RD parades. They involved in the best activities. They got a national award. Those things also can take up. It's just I'm saying that it's a best example. Objectives of that practice. What are all the objectives, intended outcomes of this best practice? You have to write in 100 words, and even underlying the principles and concepts of the practice. Context is very important. Contextual features, challenging issues needed to be addressed in the designing and implementing the practice within 150 words. The practice, describe the practice and its uniqueness in the context of Indian higher education system. What were the constraints, limitations you have to write? That practice, all the colleges will not be having the facilities, anything like that. But the thing is, you have the shortcomings, you have problems that you can write. But even though with all limitations, you did a wonderful things, you have to highlight. Evidence of success. Actual evidence of success. 10 students of our college NCC unit, they got selected for RD parade. That is the success, evidence of success with all limitations. Those things you can highlight. It's just I'm giving example of them. And even problems encountered, resource mobilization, and problems encountered with the mobilization of student, and what kind of problems you have faced. Those things also you can write in the, you are supposed to write. But the thing is, actually, my suggestions to you, try to have a best practice for each and every year. Ultimately, after the completion of 4 years, you can select best among the 4, and you can highlight the things. Don't try to, ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದವ್ರು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಓವರ್ ದಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಇದು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್. Next, last but not least, actually it is important, portray the performance of the institution in one area distinctive to the its priority thirst area within 1,000 words. Actually, how your institution is a institution performing in distinctive way, and how Some colleges will be saying that having the social responsibility is our distinctiveness, or community outreach program. And actually, we have taken in one of the colleges, JCCNs is the distinctiveness of our institution. That is the point. Actually, depend the institutions to institution and the person to person. And for that, actually, you have to discuss with your faculty group, and you have to arrive a conclusion that to have a your own best practice as well as distinctive features. This is about the